Hallo, wieder bei Contrast mit dem Maru. 2 Attraktionen haben wir erledigt. Wir sind eine haben erledigt, das Schiff da. 2 bleiben noch übrig. Wusch. Wie war Dashen? Und rechte Muskel. Wusch.
Look, there's the balloon. It got snagged so they can't pull it down. But nobody can get up there to untangle it.
Wir schon.
I bet somebody didn't pay attention when he was tying it down. A carousel! I think I can turn it on. Do you have any luminaries?
Jetzt müssten wir Leuchtkugeln sammeln, wenn wir nicht schon aufgepasst hätten die ganze Zeit. Okay.
I think I can turn this on now. I think you're gonna need to get that beacon working.
Okay. Ah.
Sorry. Giddy up, horsey. Yeehaw! Woo!
Guck mal, die größer, kleine. Achso. Hüpf, hüpf. Yay.
Ride him, cowboy. Get on. Are you okay up there? You need any help? Here, jump on this.
Nein. 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 Ach, komm. Das Spiel ist nicht so leicht, wie man das denkt. Also vielleicht auch die Leuchtkugeln einsammeln. Nein. Pferd hat mich getötet. Blödes Pferd. Komm nach oben, Mann, Pferd. So, jetzt aber.
I think you're gonna need to get that beacon working. Okay, now you can get up to the roof and untangle Daddy's balloon.
Juhu. Oh. Ah, falsche Richtung. Wow, 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 wow. Achso. Hüpf. Okay, hier lang. Sind wir hier auf dem Dach. Hier rüber dashen. Okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Der Stern. Der Killerstern. Macht den Ballon los. Whisky? Das sind Leuchtkugeln, die müssen wir gleich noch mitnehmen. Wo ist der Ballon? Hier.
Yay! You did it. Okay, hop in. I'll bring you back down.
Was?
That
No!
was amazing. I wish I could do that. Would you teach me someday?
Schöne Leuchtkugel. Die brauchen wir. Letzte Attraktion, ne? Das haben wir ja nicht geschafft mit dem Heavy Man. Ist aber auch nicht so. Hier mit das Piratenschiff, das haben wir ganz gemacht. Den Ballon haben wir runtergeholt. Und jetzt kommt noch hier hinten der Zirkus. Okay. Ja. Man kann nicht hier drauf springen? Nee. So, der Mann. Oh. Komm, tu dir weh. Tu dir weh. Los, los. Jetzt doch auch. Genau. Ach, die verhauen den Typen gerade. Ups. Ich will die Leuchtkugel haben. Ups. Okay.
Hey, has anyone seen the princess puppet? We can't really start the story without her.
That sounds like Daddy.
Wir wollen in der Kiste sein, oder? Warte ganz kurz. Ich will meinen Timer anschalten, damit ich weiß, wie lange es geht. Juhu.
Ah, there she is. Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a castle with her father, the king. The king loved her very much because daddies loved their daughters. Unfortunately, the kingdom also had an ogre who was eating travelers because ogres do that. So the king did what kings do and promised that anyone who slew the ogre would get to marry his only daughter, the princess, and become king when he died. The king's lands were very far away, and the ogre was very large, so only one knight showed up. His name was Fred, and he fell immediately in love with the princess. Fred was a brave knight, and he marched off the next morning, singing a brave song as loudly as he could. After several days had passed, the princess got to wondering what had happened to her future husband. So she set off into the forest to look for him. The princess tracked Fred's footprints through a strange wilderness full of scary sounds and hidden dangers. Chasms filled with razor-sharp bamboo. Fortunately, she was a very brave princess who loved adventures, just like you. She used her wits to get past unexpected obstacles.
Hoo-hoo.
She came to a wide river.
Ah.
Unfortunately, she fell in the water and drowned. Wait, that's not what happened. She came to a wide river filled with snapping crocodiles. She couldn't even swim. So what do you think she did?
She ran on top of their heads.
That's right. It was a magical forest where the plants seemed to know each other. She had to use magic mushrooms to get high or up.
She had to use magic mushrooms to get high. Ja. Wir kommen doch nicht von hier hoch, oder? Ah, nee. Ja. Der sterben wir doch. Okay. Buh.
Unfortunately, she impaled herself on the bamboo. Wait, that's not what happened.
Okay, jetzt haben wir verstanden. Falsch rum. Den zuerst. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
She learned to use some bendy tree branches to fling herself across a patch of deadly sharp bamboo. As the sun was setting, she came to the giant ogre's campsite. And there, the princess discovered that the ogre had captured Fred and hung him from a tree as a snack. The ogre did not appreciate visitors at all. Even Fred seemed a little embarrassed to see her. But the princess was a woman of action, and she was nimble, and the ogre was clumsy and easy to taunt.
Oops.
What's a taunt?
That's when you make fun of someone. You should never make fun of people, but with ogres, sometimes you have to.
Na komm. Oh. Wir müssen in den Holz rennen. So. Ah, jetzt steht das nämlich fest. Können wir rüber? Ah.
And so the princess tricked the ogre and rescued Fred. Fred didn't feel too good about it. He really loved the princess. Fortunately, the king told him about a giant spider that he could slay in order to win the princess's hand. So Fred marched off to the lair of the giant spider, singing a brave song, a little less loudly than before. After several days had passed, the princess got to wondering what had happened to her future husband. So she went off looking for him again.
Nicht schon wieder.
Fred's footprints led her into a dark and creepy cavern, full of strange dripping sounds, kind of like the basement at school. Her footsteps echoed and echoed, until it sounded like some... Unfortunately, she impaled herself on the bamboo. Wait, that's not what happened. Soon she came to a vast pit, filled with vicious, deadly spikes. It was much too big to jump over, but far off, she could hear moaning. She thought it might be Fred. So what do you think she did?
I know.
What?
She used an umbrella.
What?
Like that nanny in that movie.
This is the Middle Ages, honey. Where would she get an umbrella?
I don't know, but that's what she used.
I don't think I have an umbrella.
Well, you better find one, because she used an umbrella.
Where am I supposed to get an umbrella?
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, there we go. So, the princess bravely threw herself into the air, slowing her fall using an umbrella. Just like that nanny in the movie. She floated down into the cave. Deeper and deeper into the cavern she floated. She thought she could hear Fred moaning. But maybe it was only the wind.
Da war.
Unfortunately, she impaled herself on the bamboo. Wait, that's not what happened.
Nochmal. Ah.
Deeper and deeper into the cavern she floated. She thought she could hear Fred moaning. But maybe it was only the wind.
Wow. Da kommen wir nicht rüber, da sind so Stacheln im Weg. Ja. Ne, nicht an den Steinecken diesmal. Diesmal nicht.
Finally, she landed softly. Right in a spider's web.
Oh mein Gott.
Fortunately, it was a very old web, and she was able to break free. Unfortunately, the web was the only thing holding up a giant boulder. The princess needed to find somewhere to hide.
Ja, da war es sicher. Hüpf. Der ist doch sicher. Hm. Hm. Ach so.
Suddenly, a giant spider jumped out of the
Oh mein
shadows
Gott.
and attacked her. She ran and climbed and jumped and climbed, but the giant spider was very good at climbing too. It had 8 legs and the princess only had 2.
Wow, wow. Ah! Die hat mich gemanscht.
Fortunately, the princess remembered how the webs were holding up boulders.
Na, muss ja da reinspringen. Oh. Mehr Steine.
Poor spider.
Oh, eine Spinne.
Finally, she found Fred. He was all wrapped up like a present for the giant spider's girlfriend. He was dreadfully embarrassed about having to be rescued again. He really loved the princess. The princess decided he was cute. Fortunately, the king told him about a dragon that he could slay in order to win the princess's hand and stop being so embarrassed. So Fred marched off to the mountaintop of the dragon, singing a brave song very quietly.
Yay!
After a few days, the princess got to wondering...
Why her dad kept trying to give her away?
That too. But she was worried about Fred, so she went off to find him.
Das Mädchen ist cool.
The dragon's mountain was cold, and the wind howled at her to turn back. There were rock slides and fiery chasms. But she was very brave and nimble, just like you. She wasn't going to be put off by a few deadly dangers.
Okay, ich dachte, der Drachenmaul.
Up and up she climbed. When she got cold, she thought about the hot buttered muffins she would make once she got Fred home. Do you still like muffins?
I love muffins.
The princess hoped Fred liked muffins.
Schönes Schattenspielchen. Oh, danke Wasser.
When the princess got to the lair of the dragon, she was not very surprised to see Fred hanging from the roof of the dragon's cave. So she taunted the dragon until it roared its fiery breath at her.
Na? Ugh. Wir zünden Fred an. Hallo. Ugh. Du fieses Drachenvieh. Hör auf, meinen Schatten zu verbrennen. Ha? Oder Fred. Hi. Oh, war nicht schnell genug. Haben Fred gerettet. Yay. Hi, hi, hi.
Finally, burning away the ropes that were tying up Fred. And so the princess and Fred lived happily ever after. Fred never had to go on another adventure again, and they had hot buttered muffins every morning. There is another version of the story where the princess flew off on the dragon's back to have a life full of adventures, but that's for another day.
Juhu, Fred.
Yay! Yay, Dawn, you did it!
Juhu. Sollen wir eine Lichtessenz einsacken? Nö. Hier haben wir schon. Wie sie den armen Typen verhauen. Auf zum Zirkuszelt. Juhu.
Vincenzo came back!
Hey, what do you think, Vincenzo? Did you ever consider trying out for the trapeze?
They're good at what they do, Mr. Fenris. I'll give you that.
I got my balloon back, I got a princess from my puppet theater, and my pirate ship is sailing the bounding main.
So you're a man of your word.
Go ahead, count it. It's all there. Need a hand with your stuff?
My apparatuses are very delicate, and I don't like anyone in my workshop. You provide the audience, Mr. Fenris, and I will provide amazement. Mr. Fenris, why are you organizing this circus? I know who your investors are.
I promised my wife and daughter I'd clean up my act.
But if I don't pull in the crowds for you, those boys are gonna put you in the river.
Without Cat and Dee Dee, I wouldn't care much if they did.
Ah.
So those crowds better come.
I didn't talk to him! I didn't talk to Vincenzo!
Ja, auf in seine Werkstatt. Alles kaputt machen. Damit Daddy stirbt. So viel Lichtessenz nicht eingesammelt.
Hey!
Ah. Der Weg.
Vincenzo's going to his secret workshop. I can finally talk to him all alone. But where is it?
Folge Didi. Didi, folge mir.
Do you think he would ever take me with him?
Nein.
Vincenzo, you know, when he travels all around the world.
Der Typ ist nicht gerade der netteste.
Follow me.
Okay.
Excuse me, mister. Do you know where Mr. Vincenzo's workshop is?
Yep. Everybody knows where it is. It's by the big clock tower. You can't miss it. But good luck getting inside. No one's ever been.
Thank you. Come on.
Ist ja nicht schwer, wir sind ja mit den Schatten vereinbart. Vielleicht sieht er uns ja, weil er so ein Illusionist ist. Den Schatten spielt. Oh. Dich nehmen wir mit.
Oh no, we just missed him.
Wir haben 2 Kugeln.
Big mechanism. I hope you brought some luminaries with you.
Eine Leuchtkugel brauchen wir noch. Ja. Dann gucken wir uns noch die anderen Kugeln hier an. Ups, da hier runter.
He's in pretty deep with some bad people, Dee Dee. Maybe he should make good with them first. Right, Johnny?
Maybe I'm no good without my family. Maybe I need my family to make good.
Johnny, if this is another train wreck, it's not just gonna be you and the train this time.
I'm not gonna let it wreck this time. Promise.
I've missed you so much.
Hä?
He's in pretty deep with some bad people, Dee. Maybe he should make good with them
Ach so.
first. Right, Johnny?
Wow. Ups. Ich glaube, die Idee ist, man
He's
da,
in pretty deep with some bad people, Dee.
dass wir sie dann nutzen, um da hochzukommen, dass wenn der Schatten wieder da ist.
First. Right, Johnny?
Maybe I'm no good without my family. Maybe I need my family to make good.
Oh.
Johnny, if this is another train wreck, it's not just gonna be you and the train this time.
I'm not gonna let it wreck this time. Promise.
I've missed you so much.
Nee. Ah, da kann man sich hier dran halten. Ach
He's
so.
in pretty deep with some bad people, Dee Dee. Maybe he should make good with them first. Right, Johnny?
Maybe I'm
Johnny.
no good without my family. Maybe I need my family to
Ah.
make good.
Johnny.
Und dann ist die letzte. Auf in Vincenzos Werkstatt. Wir können eigentlich da hochspringen, wir sind noch groß. Bewegt sich hier irgendwas? Oh ja. Ich möchte da hoch. So. Reicht das schon? Kann ich hier hochlaufen? Nein. Okay. Du scheinst mir dafür günstiger zu sein. Ja. Nee. Oh. Nee. Machen wir es so. So. Ach, hier brauche ich die Kugel oder was? Ah. Sieht so aus. Okay, müssen wir die Kugel hochtransportieren, demzufolge. Und damit können wir sie rüberschmeißen, ja. Gut. Da legen wir sie rauf. Au. Dann können wir irgendwas, wo wir drauf laufen können, haben. Hey. Auf was können wir die Kugel gut transportieren, dass sie hochkommt? Worauf wir irgendwas mal nicht springen müssen. So. Wo würde die Kugel gut drauf laufen? Ja. Versuchen wir mal, was dann passiert. Nein, sie rollt, oder? Oder? Schneller. Nee. Schwieriges Rätsel. Ich würde schon sagen, wir müssen irgendwie nutzen, dass das jetzt hier hochkommt und es darüber schmeißt. Genau. So. Ja, nicht Rollenkugel. Der Plan ist, dass du jetzt einfach nach da oben gehst, genau. Machen wir noch einen Weg von uns nach da oben. Ohne die Kugel, wie kommen wir denn nach oben? Stimmt, wir können sich dünn werden durch Dashen, glaube ich, ne? Können da hoch? Versuchen wir es mal. Okay, an. Ah. So. Jetzt sind wir jetzt wieder mit dem Schatten hier. So, wir müssen von hier darüber. Können wir von hier aus. Ah. Und da hoch müssen wir jetzt. Okay. Ein Illusionsbild. Ich habe keinen, was mit dem Schatten machen kann. Muss uns mal umgucken. Erstmal Tür aufmachen. Gut. Hier ist ein Stuff. Okay. Wir müssen uns einen Weg mit dem Ding hier bauen. So sieht das schon gut aus. Ja. So, komme ich denn da durch? Mal ausprobieren. Ne, keine Chance. Doch, da kommt eine Lücke. Mut zur Lücke. Ja, eine Lücke gibt's, von die wir nehmen müssen. Ah. Na komm. Hoch da. Ja. Okay, wir sollen jetzt durch diese Tür da gehen. Hier lang. Der Putzer wird uns helfen. Hoffe ich. Da, Info. Wieder Vision. So, kann jemand dran rumfummeln hier? Nein. Gut. Also muss ich mir nur hier den Schatten einen Weg bahnen. Illusionist bleibt dunkel. Die Lichter bleiben an. Also er verschwindet quasi. Aus unbesagtem Grund.
What are you doing here? Who are you? How did you get in?
Through the big clock?
You went through the clockwork? How? Who are you with?
It's a puzzle, right?
It's meant to keep strangers out.
It's a very good puzzle.
Not good enough, apparently.
But I'm not a stranger. I'm Dee Dee Melankaya.
Oh. Your mother put you up to this, didn't she?
He thinks I'm doing my homework. I wanted to meet you.
I didn't ask for a child, all right?
You didn't want a child?
What would I do with one? I'm a busy man. My apparatuses are precise. They take months to hone. How would I have the time? That is what I told her.
I'm sorry.
I travel. I'm going on tour for 6 months. Budapest, Istanbul, Calcutta, Shanghai. I dine out with dukes and gangsters.
But I could help you with your apparatuses. I'm good with puzzles. You could train me. I won't be any trouble.
You broke my left-handed induction coil. That took me a week to tune.
I'm sorry.
I told your mother all of this years ago. What is her phone number? Okay, see? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I can't have. Your mother cried every week. You're better off with Kat. A little girl should be with her mother.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to come to see my show?
No!
Well, here's 2 tickets in case you change your mind.
Okay.
Let's get Kat on the phone,
Oh. Ein Auge abdrücken. Dash, Dash, Dash. Yay, Schattenperson. Okay, das war's für die Folge. Danke fürs Zusehen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.